So someone wanted a tutorial how I do my transitions, so I will give you guys a little bit of tutorial. And the ending app I'm using is videostar Pro. I only know how to do these transitions in videostar Pro. So what you should do first is to get all of your clips. I am currently making a Dance Moves edit with a My Little Pony, so I have sections. So this video is going to be about the intro and then canceling session before Maddie's. So let's start. So going to a multi-layer, and we're gonna do a slide transitions for this one because it's gonna fit way more when we are sliding towards Maddie's intro part. So then edit keyframe, go to the end of the clip, and then just do like this, like that. And then you're clicking on graphs, custom, and you do something like this. I don't know if you can apply this to another app, but this is how to do it. Then you click on mirror, the last one, and then you are going to find something named tracking blur, and then adjust to your liking. I usually put it up quite high so it look way smoother. Then you go to the next clip and do multi-layer, and then you pick it up and then edit keyframe, and then do it like this. It should kind of be like that, and then you're just going to do it maybe 15 seconds, and click on this center like that, and then you're gonna do this custom graph, this kind of known graph. So yeah, and then you can adjust it to your liking, and then you do the same with the tracking and the mirror, and then it will look like this. They look quite good actually. So what should we do next as a transition? Well, you can do a rotation, aka something I use a lot in my edits, like this. You go to the end, to this, and go to 40 to 40. Then do this, the exact same graph as we did before. And then you do the same with the tracking blur and the mirror part, and it should be looking something like this. Boom. It will look a bit weird when you're doing it in the first time, and then you click on the same as click on this other clip you're going to use, and then do 45 on the starting keyframe, and then we can do it to 15 again, and do it to until it is perfect, aka okay. Then do this graph once again, and guess what, the mirror and tracking blur should be looking something like this. So the intro looks like this now, and we can do something different for the last part from Chloe going to Nia, and that's something I am doing like recently. Let's go multi-layer, then you can click on photo, last previous frame, and then you are going to click on done, and then you're gonna click on the clip you have. Then you're going to go to the first plus 30 keyframe and put 50, and then just go a little bit, like 5 or 6 seconds, it depends, and do it to 100, and do this and this one. It would look something like this. That is kind of like a small fade in from the previous clip, and look like that. It looks really good. So the intro is now done. Now we need a way for these two clips to connect. So what we can do is really easily, we can go in and do something I did in the original video that the person wanted me to do a tutorial on. We'll click on this second keyframe, click on color, and then do white because I don't have a specific color. Click on add mask, and click on this one, so you get that white line. And I usually, before I do anything else, I just make this one go like this. If you haven't done things like this before, then kind of gonna learn how I do it. I think other people that I follow do this differently, but this is how I do it. And then you're just going to do it like that, and then you're gonna do a key for it, like a graph, like this. So it will kind of look like this. And then you're gonna click on photo, next frame, and then this one. You're going to move the layer up, and you're going to do it like this. Then you're going to need to see to the end, and then do this keyframe once again, and then it will look like something like this. And then you're gonna go to the next frame, aka Kansas first one, and you will click on color, and then the color you're gonna use, then get the keyframe, so it looks like this, and then you will just do it like this, and then it will just make it go out of frame. Going to do it like this graph, and that should be looking something like this. I found it way smoother when you're doing it like this, because I don't know, I just tried that in a random video and it looks super good. That looks super really good. So I think that's all of the tutorials, all of the decisions I'm going to show for this video. If you enjoyed this, please maybe like just tell me what other suggestions you want to learn. But this is how I do it in videostar. And the reason why my suggestions are kind of smooth in my later edits is because I use motion blur and tracking blur when I'm doing everything. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, if you love this video, I hope you come back next time. I'll see you guys then. Bye guys.